What's up, guys? Welcome back to Tidal Gardens. So today, I was not planning on shooting, but I got a surprise guest. This is Tanner Serpa of the YouTube channel SerpaDesign. If you're unfamiliar with SerpaDesign, it's kind of a big deal in the entire aquarium YouTube space. I think you're probably like in the top 3 biggest YouTube channels out there, well over 1 million subs. This started about 2 years ago. So we actually met at Aquashella, and was it in Dallas? Or...
I think it was the original one in Chicago, actually, like that long ago.
Oh,
you were there, right?
I was there for that. And I remember like you were a keynote speaker, and I said, hey, I like your channel. If you ever want to do like some saltwater content, come hit me up. We're not that far away. He's in Pittsburgh, I'm in Ohio. So it's like, it's not that big a deal. We don't talk for 2 years. And then like this morning, Sean Hale from Fritz, he hits me up and said, hey, I'm actually doing like a collab video with SerpaDesign, and we wanted to hit like a cool local fish store just to get some corals and maybe like some clownfish. And you suggested coming to Tidal Gardens.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for coming. And I guess like for my audience, can you give some background on your channel and why you're looking at saltwater at all?
Sure. So I'm a lifelong animal keeper, been doing it since I was like 6 years old. So 24 years plus, and I keep reptiles, amphibians, a bunch of freshwater fish and invertebrates, everything across the spectrum, right? I make Paludarium style setups where there's plants growing up out of the water with a standard aquarium underneath. But as far as saltwater goes, I've always kind of looked at it from a distance, and I wasn't opposed to ever doing it. I just never really wanted to take the time to get into it because I was so focused on everything else that I was doing. But as I learn about making different types of environments and ecosystems and things like that, it only makes sense that I go into saltwater and brackish and that sort of thing. And so I talked to Sean about it a month ago and was like, hey dude, why don't we set up a saltwater tank? I was thinking, you know what? I just got a new place. Why don't we start with new beginnings with a totally different type of setup? And I'm really excited about it because this is all new to me and I'm learning so much so far into my hobby. And I've been doing fish specifically for around 20 years or so, and learning all this new stuff is just really cool. And as far as the type of scape and that sort of thing, something that's fairly easy and beginner friendly where I can experiment, fail, because I'm sure I'm gonna mess up some stuff, and just have something that's cool to look at and inspire people that were like myself who have been keeping freshwater for so long but are kind of scared or don't really know what to do with saltwater, and I can kind of really explain that journey. How do you go from freshwater to saltwater? And I think I'm, the perfect person to be able to do that since I've been doing freshwater for so long.
Nice. So what we're gonna do is we can take like a tour around the facility. It's a lot to take in on a first visit.
Yeah.
But if you have any questions or anything like that, we can just just hit it as we go, and then I can make some suggestions like based on your aquarium and just like what you're looking for aesthetically.
Okay.
A lot of corals to show you here, so we can
take
a look. So this is like the OG facility.
Humble beginnings.
Yeah, compared to next door, certainly.
Uh-huh. What do we got over here? Give me some learning. What do we got?
So first of all, like what kind of tanks were you kind of envisioning for your saltwater thing?
So the way that I set up the hardscape, I guess that's a good place to start. I got some arches and caves and different things like that.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, look at that. That looks like it took some effort to put together.
It did, yeah.
Sure did.
We were up till 2 a.m. doing it.
Oh yeah, that's a construction for sure.
The vision I have in my mind is to have good movement, so a lot of the corals kind of around the openings, but obviously stuff that's easier to take care of. And really, honestly, if I think it looks cool and it's beginner friendly, like I'm not really too, it's kind of like my experiment.
Okay, I got you. So you're looking for something that's fairly easy to keep, has some motion.
Not all of it has to, but I want some movement for some of them. Like I like a lot of the, the grabby ones. I don't know the technical terms.
Okay, so something that has like a lot of active polyps.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
That sort. Okay, I gotcha.
As far as colors go, I'm not really like the craziest colors. That's not really like cool shapes and stuff like that.
Because you're coming from like freshwater and terrarium land.
Right, yeah.
It's a lot more uniform, the coloration.
Yeah.
I gotcha. How big is the tank?
It's 36 by 24 by 24.
There's definitely some stuff that could work out well. There's like soft corals. There are things that are like kind of like branching and have like very flowing heads, things like hammers, torches, and frog spawn. You probably want to stay away from some of the more delicate stony corals like you see up top here.
Yeah.
Those will tend to be a little bit more challenging. Yeah, we can head back over next door. Like some of these like leathers, things like that, that's a suggestion that I was going to throw out there.
Like this one with the
with the little things there. So like even like a small piece grows into like that bigger mushroom umbrella shape fairly quickly. You're talking like maybe 6 to 10 months, as long as it is, you know, continuing to grow. Once they get like really, really, really settled in, they get enormous.
Sure.
Like, they can fill out a space really nicely.
Cool.
Goniopora, which is the similar to the things that you saw next door, the Bernard poras, those are interesting. They can also give you some color.
Cool.
Like the bright green guys here, that's a different type of a leather coral. The hammer, that's a neat one.
I like those. Those are pretty cool.
And if you like that look, we have a tank next door that's dominated by that type of coral.
Sure.
And they come in like a wide variety of looks.
Yeah.
So we can kind of like make like a bouquet of that type of stuff.
Sure. Yeah, like that. I like the and then the one, it's the third one back.
Is it green or is it purple?
It's purple. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a light purple.
Yeah, cool.
It's pretty cool.
And those get enormous too.
Do they?
Yeah.
Cool.
That is called a Suspiciolaria.
Suspiciolaria.
It's a type of a soft coral.
What's this one?
Green guy?
Yeah, this, I guess, second one back in the middle.
Yeah, that's a Paleothoa. So it's a type of, it's a zoanthid. They are toxic though.
Are they?
Yeah, so you have to be really, really careful because they contain a neurotoxin that can be very, very dangerous. If you cut them and they have like a milky white substance inside, and if you get that into like your bloodstream or you know, in your face, it's not good.
Okay, I'm all right not to start with that.
Yeah, they're really easy to take care of. Could literally kill you.
Sure. I'm allergic to bloodworms, so like that enough is a pain.
Yeah.
Like if I don't take the right steps to use them, my eyes get all crusted up and everything. It's not good.
Head next door. Okay, pull.
I feel like such a noob.
No, you're such a noob.
Yeah.
Is it kind of refreshing that you don't know?
Oh yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Because like I don't know anything about freshwater.
Right.
Like, nothing. I haven't done freshwater in 25 years. So like me getting into freshwater now, it's like, this is great. This is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I've been keeping freshwater tanks for about 20 years or so, and I've researched this stuff a little bit. I have a basic understanding of it.
This here's the tank that I was talking about earlier.
I like this one.
Yeah, that's like dominated by a lot of like those hammers, torches, and frog spawn. So that's kind of like one aesthetic that could look good. There are some encrusting varieties that will eventually kind of like take over your rock. Just form like a carpet of color.
Can you do that with those or
Sure.
not really? Okay.
I mean, everything fights to some degree, but it's also a matter of, is it going to be like killing something horribly? Because some random stings like that, it's more like, oh, they're aggravating one another. But certain ones, as soon as they touch, they both die. Like that type of stuff. We want to avoid that kind of interaction.
What's this one that looks like a turtle shell?
That is a type of a chalice coral. And chalices it's a number of different genera of corals. So they all get lumped in together as chalices, but it's basically like these flat plate cup-like corals. Pretty much all that stuff back there is all different varieties of chalice. Yeah, those in particular are pretty easy, not too expensive or anything. Some chalices are insanely expensive, but those are not so much.
Is there a name for those?
So the naming that goes on in coral land is like all like drug names. So it's all like weed names. So I think those are called Raja Rampage.
Raja Rampage.
Yeah. So, you know, the names are sometimes like helpful. Because if somebody were to like email me, it's like, I've got a chalice, it's green, it's got yellow eyes, like a purple rim around the yellow. I'd be like, bro, I don't know. But if you say, I have a Raja Rampage, it's like, immediately I know.
You know, yeah.
Yeah, because like some of these things have so much variety that it's like, it could be any number of them. Like nothing is even coming to mind when you give me like a color description.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of some other things that are like a good selection for you, because it's going to be more along this type of thing with like I said, with the hammers, torches, frog spawn, some ganies perhaps. Do you like the bigger meteor corals?
Oh yeah,
those
are cool.
We've got a few of those. These tend to be pricier, but they are very tough. At least there's that going for it.
Tough as in hardy?
Yeah.
Okay. I think a good balance of stuff.
Okay.
Probably be the best bet.
Do you want to stick to more like, I guess, inexpensive things, or do you want to like have like a couple like more expensive signature pieces as well?
I mean, yeah, we could have like 2 more expensive things. I think Sean was paying for it.
Oh, is he?
So yeah,
Oh,
like
Fritz is paying.
But I think for the sake of talking to my audience and stuff, though, to say, oh, these are all fairly inexpensive.
There's some that are
Explain it.
definitely more cost effective than others.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to pick like one like expensive signature piece or something like that, I can point out a couple that might be good fits.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I know like just what we've went through so far, these, the frog spawn, I really like the frog spawn, and then
The Raja Rampage.
Yeah.
Chalice.
Both of those I really like. And then I really like the hammers, the one that's bluish.
Okay. Just for the sake of variety, we'll do another type of chalice.
Okay.
So you have the Raja Rampage already, and we can grab one of those there with the bright lime green rim.
Okay.
All right. I think that's a pretty good start. What do you think?
I mean, you tell me. I think it's good.
Yeah, especially for like a 90-gallon tank, this stuff here will fill in nicely. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Thanks again, Tanner, for
Thanks for
stopping
having
in.
me.
Hopefully your tank will be flourishing in a few months here.
Surely.
Surely, nice. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Happy reefing, guys.